So we are on video 14 and we are going through You'll Get Through This by Max Lucado. We are still in chapter 5 and this is the fourth part of chapter 5 that we are talking about. Yesterday, or in the former video, we talked about how not just how you can get through this, but how is this going to make a difference. Max Lucado talks about when we are in the middle of our pit, when we are in the middle of our trial, when we are in the middle of our circumstance, that we, instead of asking God why, ask God what. He says, rather than say, God, why, ask, God, what? What can I learn from this experience? Remember today what you have learned about the Lord through your experiences with him. And that's found in Deuteronomy 11:2. Rather than ask God to change your circumstances, ask him to use your circumstance to change you. Life is a required course. You might as well do your best to pass it. He says God is at work in each of us, whether we know it or not, whether we want it or not. He takes no pleasure in making life hard and throwing roadblocks along the way. He does not relish our sufferings, but he delights in our development because he knows what we are called to do. He knows the purpose that we are called to have. He knows the calling on our life. And we're not just born into that calling. We have to be shaped into that calling. He says, God began doing a good work in you, and I'm sure he will continue it until it is finished when Jesus Christ comes again. That's found in Philippians 1:6. Every challenge, large or small, can equip you for a future opportunity. So think about your boot camp. Think about your pit or your valley or your struggle from a different perspective. Think about it from the perspective as not a trivial, random inconvenience, but as something that will eventually point others to God's glory, as something that will offer others hope, as a tool that God will use to bring about the call that he has on your life. Giving our story that kind of significance gives our pain a purpose, which makes it much easier to bear and allows us to sense God's presence in our pit. God bless and have a great day.